From time to time, we all have trouble expressing our ideas clearly. One of the most common reasons for this lack of clarity is something called faulty predication. To understand this concept, we need to remember the concepts of subject and verb. You'll recall that the verb is the action of the sentence, but that there can also be non-action verbs, and the subject is who or what does the action. Once you find the subject and verb, the predicate is easy to find. The predicate is simply the verb plus everything to the right of it. The predicate is what we're saying about the subject. Is selling flowers to passers-by is what we're saying about the boy. Errors with predication are called faulty or illogical predication, and they occur when the subject doesn't logically match up with the predicate. Perhaps we've chosen the subject poorly, or perhaps our predicate is poorly expressed. Take a look at this sentence. The result of advertising leads to excessive materialism. To find and fix the problem in this sentence, the first step is to identify the subject and verb. Pause the video and take a minute to find the subject and verb. The verb is leads. You might recall that the prepositional phrase can't be the subject of a sentence, so we cross out of advertising. That leaves result as the subject. Next, you should identify the predicate, which is easy. It's just the verb and everything that follows it. The last step is to think about the subject and the predicate. Do they match up logically? Is it the result of advertising that leads to materialism? Or is it the advertising itself that leads to materialism? Take a little time to think about it. Pause the video if you need to. The sentence doesn't match up logically. The result doesn't lead to materialism. It's the advertising that leads to materialism. We could rewrite this: advertising leads to excessive materialism, or a result of advertising is excessive materialism. Watch out for sentences that contain more than one subject or predicate. Part of the sentence may be correct, but not the other part. Take, for instance, the sentence below. Go through our 3 steps. Identify the subject and verbs, the predicates, and any illogical relationships in the sentence. Pause the video now. There are 2 predicates, was rising and was a valuable commodity. Of oil is a prepositional phrase, which means it can't be the subject. Thus, the price must be the subject. Next, think carefully about the relationship between subject and predicate. The price was rising. That makes sense. But the price was a valuable commodity? That doesn't make any sense. It's oil that's the valuable commodity. The point of the lesson is choose your subjects and predicates carefully to ensure that you're communicating clearly and logically. Try the following exercises to correct these errors. Make sure you follow the 3 steps and work through the answers on your own before you get to my answers. These are all student sentences. If you're totally confused by what the writer means, well, then you understand how it feels to grade unclear essays. Pause the video and analyze. The subject is wireless device. The predicate is become obsessed in our lives. This makes no sense. Only people or animals can become obsessed, not machines. Think about changing the subject or the predicate to fix this. Pause the video and play with the possibilities. Change the predicate so that the device becomes an obsession, or we can change the subject and part of the predicate so that we become obsessed. Pause the video and follow the 3 steps to correct this sentence. This makes no sense. People don't become to a point. How can you fix this? It could be a simple matter of word choice. You can come to a point, not become to a point. Or you simply become addicted. No need to add to a point. Sometimes the best way to communicate clearly is to state your point simply and directly. Try another one. Pause the video and follow the 3 steps to correct this sentence. The problem here is that finding and achieving success really mean the same thing. How can you fix this? Get rid of the finding or to achieve, and it makes much more sense. Try another one. Pause the video and make sure you follow the 3 steps. What do we have to clarify? Understanding? Meaning? Success? I think it's the meaning of success that needs to be clarified. So that should be the subject. Or perhaps we could be more direct by saying we should clarify the meaning of success. Here's another. Pause the video and remember to follow the 3 steps. Of microwaves is a prepositional phrase, so it can't be the subject of the sentence. That means that purchase is the subject. But purchasing something is not a way to cook anything. How can we fix it? Just get rid of the purchase of. Let the microwave do the cooking. Try it again, and watch out for 2 or more subjects and predicates. Pause the video. You have 2 sets of subject and predicate. The fact goes with is likely to increase, while our profits goes with $80,000. Okay, I could see how our profits are $80,000, but is a fact likely to increase? What exactly is likely to increase? See if you can revise this. This makes much more sense. It's the profits that are more likely to increase, not the fact. When you do these exercises, don't let me spoon feed you. Work through the problem on your own and go to the next slide only after you have given it an honest effort. Again, we have 2 predicates, both connected back to the subject, strength, or my mental strength. But does my mental strength need to rest? What exactly needs to rest? See if you can fix it. This is much more logical. I need to rest, not my mental strength. You should be getting the hang of this. Pause the video and fix the problem. Wait, purchasing cigarettes never harmed anyone. It's using the tobacco that is the cause of death. Pause the video and fix it. In advertising, do women degrade others? Much more logical, don't you agree? Many predication errors occur because we are careless in our choice of words. Identify and correct the errors with word choice in these sentences. Pause the video and think carefully. We refuse to do something, not an opinion. We reject or refute an opinion. A day can't really take over a person, can it? We don't buy demands, right? And a consumer doesn't have a supply and demand. Can you think of substitutes? Here are some possible revisions. You might have different answers that work as well. Expressing your ideas yourself clearly can be very challenging, especially as the topics become more complicated. You need to pay careful attention to the subject and predicate of each sentence. Be precise in your word choice. Think logically. Know exactly what you want to communicate. Clarity is crucial to good writing.